some of the places that I've shot here in Lagos are the places where normal human beings won't dare to enter. You know, places like the drug joints, places like all those dark spots where people, where you can be walking on your own and someone will just shoot you and just be strolling away. And you know, we have to go into all these places so that we bring out our story, because this is what we do and what we do best. So it's you know, I remember I've been attacked several times.
Wow.
Several times. I remember one particular incident I will never forget in a hurry. I did a story on a young man. I'm not going to be mentioning names, and he was a chieftain in the court. And the court was not happy with me because they felt that I made him reveal too much, and it was me that was the genesis of his rescue from their bondage.
Yeah.
So they came after me. You know, they came after me. This wasn't child's play. You know, they came after me. We had to, you know, organize a meeting where we had a meeting with them several times. Of course, I didn't.
Peacekeeping meeting.
Peacekeeping meeting. Now, why, you know, what do we do to, you know, I mean, to just let this go and all that? I thought we had done on that. As a matter of fact, they I don't want to go into details. So, a few years after that, I was around a place called Mushin doing another shoot, and one guy just came out of nowhere, pick up his phone and said, "That guy that brought so story on that made it go viral is here. Come around. Let's just kill him." Right in front of me. Broad day afternoon. And before I knew what was happening, all of them, they have surrounded me with weapons and all that. And they were ready to kill. So I thought there was this guy that we normally work together. He was supposed to be in charge of, you know, the organization of me. You know, me, I was concentrating more on the shoots and getting the story done. He was supposed to be dealing with them one-on-one, and he wanted to run away. You know, he was already running away. I ran after him.
But did this deter you? Did this, you know?
No, it didn't deter. Let me finish that story so that you know the danger, you know, we went through.
Yeah.
So one guy that we had rehabilitated before,
Okay.
who was part of them, just showed up from nowhere. I don't want to mention his name. I said, Ebomi, what's happening? I said, look at all. They said they're going to kill me this afternoon and all. The guy just said, no, it can't happen. We know ourselves and all that. And he was able to discharge them and ask me to follow him. Out of fear, I followed him. He took me through, you know, all these old buildings. They call Face Me and Face You. He asked me to jump a fence. I jumped the fence. He jumped the fence after me. After jumping the fence, I landed in the gutter on the railway. So he jumped after me. So we now passed through that gutter. We crawled through that gutter, and we came out of Yaba Market.
Wow.
From nowhere. So it was now like, I mean,
more like that guy was a savior.
He was my savior. I would have been killed that day.
It was your goodwill that saved you.
You know,
I've done something good for that.
For
guy,
him.
That's why
you see,
he paid.
I'd already started getting the reward of what
you had done.
we're doing in the society.
Yes.
So
there's always there are two sides to every coin.
We're glad you're here right now.
Thank God.
So did this deter you? Did this say, man, I no go into the trenches again? Oh.
Now what will they do now? We're not going to stop until we're able to. We're playing our parts. We're doing that. Like me, I'm doing my beats. You know, this is what I can do to help
society.
In the society. So I'm not going to stop.
Kudos to you and your team, Mr. Tosin.
Kudos to
next time. Call Dr. G.